Now let's see. What else will I need on my trip? Oh yes, my sweater. Joy, honey, will you bring me my sweater from downstairs, please?
Okay, Grandma. Where is it? Oh, wait, never mind. I see it. Here you go, Grandma.
Thank you, sweetie.
Grandma, how come you're going on a trip?
Well, I'm going to visit my sister, Mary. You see, she just lost her husband, and I'm going to go visit her to be with her for a little while.
Where did she lose him?
What? Oh, no, honey. What I mean is that he died. He was sick for a long time.
And you're going to go to help her feel better, right?
I hope so.
Did she lose her husband like you lost Grandpa?
Uh-huh. But even though your grandpa died, Joy, he's not really lost. I know just where he is.
In heaven with Jesus, right, Grandma?
That's right, Joy. And someday I will see him again. But not for some time, I hope.
Grandma, are you afraid of dying?
Me? Heavens, no. We all die at some time or another. But if we know Jesus, we don't have anything to be afraid of. I think of my life here on earth as getting ready for a trip, like I am now. But that trip is going to be one where I go to heaven and get to stay forever and ever. And all I need in my suitcase is Jesus.
What's it like in heaven? Do we get to float around in the clouds all day?
Let's see now. The Bible doesn't tell us everything about heaven, Joy. But what it does tell us is that heaven is a wonderful place where we get to see Jesus and live with him forever.
And it's full of angels, right, Grandma? I bet I get to be an angel when I go to heaven. I got to be one in our Christmas play at school this year.
Even though you're my little angel here on earth, Joy, you won't be an angel when you get to heaven. Angels are created special by God to serve and worship him. You, my sweet girl, get to be the special person God created. You get to be you. And the Bible says that God makes his children even higher than the angels.
Really? Wow! I bet it's really pretty in heaven.
I'm sure it's better than we can even imagine. The Bible says that we haven't seen or heard anything close to the wonderful things that God has prepared for those that love him.
But Grandma, what are we going to do in heaven? Just fly around and sing?
Oh no, Joy. I'm sure that God will have things for us to do. We'll be able to visit with other people who love Jesus that are there too, and we'll get to talk to and be with Jesus forever. I'm sure it's more beautiful there than any place you've ever seen.
Prettier than the mountains? Or nicer than the pretty sunset we saw that time we spent the weekend at the beach?
Even better than those.
Gee, that's cool.
Come on, Joy. Let's get me finished packing. My sister Mary is waiting for me.
Grandma, I'm gonna miss you when you're gone.
But I'll be back in a week, Joy.
No, Grandma, I mean when you're gone.
Oh, you mean when I've gone to heaven?
Uh-huh.
Honey, you don't need to worry about that now. Just know that when it's time for me to go, I'm going to get to see my Jesus, and that we will see each other again someday. And I get to see your grandpa. But for now, let's get going. My sister Mary is expecting me in time for dinner.
Dinner? What do you think she's gotta make to eat, Grandma?
Knowing Mary, it'll probably be some of her famous cabbage soup.
Cabbage soup? Yuck! I bet you hope they don't have that in heaven. If they do, I'm gonna ask for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich instead.